You're excited to start a new Cricut project and you've received the error message, blade not detected. There are a number of reasons why this particular error occurs. Let's go through why they happen and how you can resolve them in this Itsy Bitsy breakdown. When scoring for the first time, many people mistake the Rotary Blade for the scoring wheel. The Rotary Blade is a standalone blade that has its own housing and is used to cut fabric, crepe paper and other delicate materials. The scoring wheel belongs in the quick swap housing, and you can see here when I press the plunger at the top, the tool pops off at the end. The scoring tool is used to score materials like cardstock to make folding easier. This tiny piece here is your Cricut Maker's tool detection system. When you insert a tool or a blade, it will pull the tool housing unit to the right and perform a little spinning action. When this step is performed, your Cricut is actually reading the tool you have inserted. So if you've selected a scoring function here in Design Space, but inserted a rotary blade, you will receive a blade not detected error message because you're attempting to score with a tool that cannot score. Check out this ultimate guide to Cricut scoring, which will help you buy the right scoring tool for you. There's a common misconception out there that when your Cricut isn't cutting correctly, you can calibrate it in order to fix the cutting issues. The calibration function can only be performed on the rotary blade, the knife blade, and the print then cut function. It's a way to realign those specific tools. You cannot calibrate the fine point blade that came with your Cricut Maker machine. Many people will click the knife blade calibration and then insert the fine point blade thinking that they're the same tool. The knife blade looks like this, and it's used to cut thicker materials like wood, leather and chipboard. The fine point blade looks like this, and it's the tool that came with your Cricut Maker machine. It cannot be calibrated. So if you're attempting to calibrate the knife blade with the fine point blade inserted, you will see the blade not detected error message. It's super important to check the picture appearing on your screen in Design Space with the tool you have inserted. Do they look the same? As we've explored earlier in the video, the quick swap housing unit has this little plunger at the top and it releases the tool at the end so it can be swapped out. Given the location of this release plunger, sometimes it can be accidentally pressed as you're inserting your tool into clamp B. When this happens, your Cricut may think that the tool is missing. Sometimes you may need some tweezers to get it out and then put it back together before trying again. Cricut's blade detection system has been designed to ensure you only use Cricut branded tools in the Cricut machine. There are two reasons for Cricut blocking the use of third-party tools. The first reason is that they can protect their revenue by ensuring you only buy their branded tools. And the second reason is they can ensure the quality of the tool you're putting into the Cricut machine has been rigorously tested. So if you've bought a third-party tool and you're getting a blade not detected error message, this is because your Cricut knows it's not a Cricut branded tool that you've inserted. Sometimes it's not even clear from the listing that you're buying a third-party tool. You can even see from some reviews here, some people have luck with these tools and some don't. If the blade detection issue happens with a third-party tool, I recommend going back to the place you bought it from and disputing the transaction, because the product is not fit for purpose and not performing the functions that were advertised on the listing. And if you can't even use the product, it's only fair to receive your money back. This is a rare occurrence, but sometimes there can be a little dust or other particles covering the blade sensor. You can use some compressed air to clean the sensor or very gently wipe it with a microfiber cloth to see if that fixes up the issue. If you've reached this part of the video and you're still stuck, The last step is to contact Cricut member support. You can find their support contact information on their website specific to the country you live in. When you speak to a member support person, advise them of all the steps you've already performed to save some time. I hope this Itsy Bitsy breakdown has been helpful. Be sure to leave me a comment if you've managed to fix your issue with these troubleshooting steps.